All the disrespect, graffiti playback, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It is Sunday. The weekend is still here. It's late. It's late as hell, but either way, we're still here. Hey, buttons need to be checked. We got some hot ones. We got some unexpected, crazy-ass ones. Chapters down below, sub button, all that good stuff. We's about to check them. Also, I wanted to mention Into the AM still having their sale. This is not a commercial or anything like that. I actually mentioned them, I think yesterday at some point, but link down below because they're having up to 60% off plus my code 70% off. It's happening right now for limited time. So check them out because they've been holding us down for a long time. Well, like over a year. Either way, we got some hot ones, y'all. Let us check these buttons without further ado. Let's go. All right, first up for that Fortnite Street Fighter collab that is killing the shop. Once again, buttons that need to be checked. So every time Capcom is posting something on the official site or on X, you always see these comments. Bring back the skins. Bring back the damn skins. We want Street Fighter Fortnite. We want it. You see that a lot. To the point where I was like, are these fools trolling? Like, holy shit, do this many people really want this? Well, apparently they did. So I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. Right here, HypeX posted this saying, the fight or the Street Fighter collab is occupying the entire 10 slots of today's best sellers in the Fortnite shop. Or in Fortnite shop, you can see the skins right there. Today's best sellers. And check this out, FGC is reacting. Big W babes, Chun-Li's was missed by the Gooners. Only Chun-Li, of course, Cammy looks so good, not gonna lie. We are Gooners. They're the best in this game, in my opinion. Continuing on right here, so good. You see Cammy and then Sokka right there. Yeah, looking pretty good. And then I see Rooflemonger adding, saying, you can sell Street Fighter costumes to great results in the most popular game in the world, but you cannot sell any costumes in Street Fighter itself, LOL. Then he continues saying, like, how is the Alpha Chun the Alpha Chun not a skin in Street Fighter 6 already? It's iconic and would sell 1 skillion copies. Chun skin saved Street Fighter 5. What are you doing? I know K-pop jury is coming, but come on. Others respond saying, oh, this is a legitimate question. We know Capcom themselves that Chun-Li skins make a ton of money, so them not repeating it in Street Fighter 6 doesn't really make any sense. Why is that more likely? I believe Capcom doesn't have the in-house numbers to do it. Okay, I see what they're saying. Maybe they don't have the in-house numbers. Rooflemonger responds saying, the realistic answer is Monster Hunter ate up all the resources as their main priority, and I know they said more costumes is coming out this year, but how about now? They respond again saying, yeah, that's probably it. And considering the game is getting mauled abysmally, or for abysmal performance, I'm not sure what the hell that means, I understand why they're giving everything they can to support MH Wilds. Continuing on saying, I hope one day we find out what the fuck is going on internally to delay these costumes so much. Absolutely an all-time fumble in terms of just leaving money on the table, LOL. And there you have it. So I understand what Rooflemonger's saying as far as like, yo, how can we do this here but not here? At least have the costumes. Like, holy shit, they're making tons of money. Why not repeat the formula? Like others saying, the one I didn't get is the comment, let me see if I can bring it up right here, saying, yeah, this is probably it. And considering the game is getting mauled for abysmal performance, I understand why they're doing everything they can to support Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, I don't understand what they mean by consider it's getting mauled for abysmal performance. What is that? You talking about Fortnite or are you talking about Street Fighter? Like, if you're talking about Street Fighter 6, what the fuck are we talking about? It's getting mauled for abysmal. Where's the abysmal performance? I know there's updates that the community has asked for, but the argument right now that we just even talked about the other day was this is probably the best fucking Street Fighter of all time. Either way, everybody got their opinions. What I'm trying to say is right now the skins is killing it. They obviously leaving some good money on the table. I know more costumes is right around the corner, but we shall see. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for that legendary blind warrior being accused of cheating or being a fraud and setting the record straight, buttons that need to be checked. We're talking about that Street Fighter 6 action. So, all right, next up for that legendary blind warrior in Street Fighter 6 being accused of being a fraud or a cheat, buttons that need to be checked. So for those that don't know, there's a young man by the name of Blind Warrior. I'll put his information down below. Definitely check him out. I've seen him at some tournaments. I've seen him do this damn thing, and the crazy thing is this guy can't see. He legit is blind. And one of his kind of gimmicks is, since he can't see, he wears like the bandana right over his eyes and ties it, you know, blind warrior. You know, he kind of leans into it. He legit is blind and still somehow whoops people's asses, I guess, just by hearing what's going on. So apparently in one of his latest streams, somebody kind of called him out saying, oh, you could probably see through that. You're not really blind. And then he has a godlike response. Let's check it out.
I think you are cheating. It might be see-through blindfold. Okay. If that's what you think, then let's turn around.
This guy's turning around to the wall.
I'm watching this wall now. If and KO. I'm still
and now he's
turning around, watching this lovely wall here. I mean, even if I cannot see it.
All of this from sound. This guy's figured it out.
Okay.
The true master of the fist.
Does that convince you, Beast Mode?
Yo, imagine the implications. If you could learn to play the damn game without having to see it. You could play the shit in the room with the lights turned off. Your wife could be asleep. Your girl just say, I don't want that shit. It's too bright. Don't worry. I don't need to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to play it. Put the sound in your, right here, in your earbuds. I'm playing. I'm playing in the dark. Nobody knowing. I don't even need to see it because I could hear it and I could feel this shit. I'm ninja up in this bitch. This, what up? Listen, let me stop joking. This is crazy. This is crazy as shit that this guy, I'm always amazed when I see people conquer their disabilities, like Broly Legs, rest in peace. They have these crazy disabilities where you're like, these people will never be able to enjoy video games. Wrong. Not only do they enjoy video games, but they are like some of the best. Like they can legitimately beat people's asses, and it's so damn inspiring. Anyway, I would imagine the person that called him out knows nothing about them because he said, oh, you could probably see through it. So obviously the guy didn't know that he was legit blind, or else you wouldn't say some dumb shit like that. Doesn't even matter if you can see through it because he can't see. And somehow he can't see, he's still whooping people's asses. So I thought it was hilarious. The man turned around. Oh, you think I can see? Let me look at this damn wall right here. Matter of fact, let me turn off the lights and go outside. It doesn't matter. I'm a blind warrior in this bitch. Anyway, link down below. Show the man some love. All right, next up, we're talking about them unexpected harassment smash buttons that need to be checked. We're talking about possible sexual harassment going on. Some weird ass shit. This just popped off today. Literally just went on my radar a couple of hours ago. So apparently Ludwig was doing BEERIO. So it was like obviously Mario Kart, but he called it BEERIO KART or some shit like that. We'll check it out in a second. He had a lot of his streamer friends on. They were like, yo, we're gonna do this stream. I'm not sure if they were just raising money or if they were just trying to have a good time. I know they were giving away a bunch of Nintendo Switches, like a shitload, but at the same time, of course, BEERIO, they was drinking. They was fucking getting faded. Well, apparently fucking, who was it? Mango, that's who the hell I'm trying to think of. Mango is infamous. Mango is so well known for being drunk, it's fucking insane. I don't even know the Smash community like 100%, but I do know every time you see that man on film, he's drunk somehow. That man is fucking faded. Every time or every event they show that man, he is fucking faded, and unfortunately, this was no difference. But the thing that changed this time is in the middle of everybody's good time, he seemed to get a little too handsy. He seemed to do a little too much, and you could obviously see there were certain people in the video that were uncomfortable. Let's unpack. Okay, so right here, Ludwig posted this saying, giving away a Switch 2, just retweet this tweet. I'm also giving away 6 more during BEERIO KART World Cup, a 24-person drinking and driving event happening, and that was just taking place yesterday. Okay, so they had that. I think there were more posts right here. Yes, this is the streamers, content creators that they had. Some people are like, this is a strange group because you have Mango down here, Extreme Emily, but her right here, Maya, she does like animal, like she's like over 1 million subscribers, but this is it right here. This is her content. She's like really big. She's known as the animal lady, the animal girl or something like that. She's really big into animals. Anyway, she was there. She knows Ludwig somehow, so she was there to have a good time, but check out the video. Others are saying like, what the heck kind of crossover is this? Very bad, and you're about to see what they're talking about, and we'll get some more reactions in a second. She's the one on the left that we're about to show right here. She's wearing the hat. So on the screen,
See,
there you go.
we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk.
And here comes
But
Mango from the
on
back. Look at
other
her face. She instantly saw what he was doing.
No. But Mango, on the other hand. No. He's humping toes. No.
End the stream. End it.
End the stream, Mango said.
Look at her face. Extreme Emily is laughing.
See, we're not drunk.
She's not feeling the closeness of that at all.
Here.
Now here's another clip without her. This is just Extreme Emily and Ludwig.
I'm down. Hi, Mango.
What are you pulling her hair?
Mango,
I wanna
you're
beat
so
this bitch
silly.
up. Don't beat her ass
You
up,
guys
bro.
are amazing.
I won't let him beat you up.
Thank you, Lud. That was so fun. Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Boink,
thank you for competing.
boink. I did ask.
What's your final placing?
I got second in the worst cup.
In the Silver Cup?
Red shells.
That's not bad.
What the hell is that?
That's not bad. Was that
Right?
Borderlands sponsor actually good?
What?
Was that Borderlands sponsor good?
It was fun. I was loving it. I love Borderlands 4.
I love to hear that.
But this was the best day ever. 10-hour stream.
You can see Ludwig kind of stop and say, "Hey, bro, quit hitting her."
Voluminous.
She only watched that shit once a month.
Emily,
Yes, I am.
turns out we're staying here.
Okay,
We're
we'll
gonna do karaoke on this TV over here.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Okay, I'll end soon. Lud, thank you.
Okay, let's see the next one right here.
No, point it down.
I'm not sure who this is. Here he goes.
Mango's humping Emily.
I'm not.
That's okay.
Somebody kind of getting him away again.
Okay, I'm ready to play.
Then he goes right back. And then he's humping the air.
Emily, stop it.
You're doing great, Mango. Very impressive. Nice movement.
Okay, this is the last video coming up right here. This one, I'm not gonna lie, this one fucking got me dead.
Final words.
He has a cutout picture of himself.
Ooh. Wait, should kids do drugs? Okay, all right.
That one got me.
So funny.
This one literally humped a cardboard
Okay,
cutout
I'll
of
do that.
himself.
I'll be your karaoke. Okay, bye.
She's dying laughing. All right. But the FGC and people are reacting to that first one, right? The one where he obviously made that poor girl feel uncomfortable, right? Right here saying Mango is literally the type of a person you get when a community won't self-regulate. Top player Playboy thinks his behavior is all fun and games because he has never been checked on this. It literally seems like Emily is trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but after the second time, she feels the need to confront him at that point, or she's probably just drunk too, I don't know. He says she was drunk as well. I think given how belligerent he was and the fact that Ludwig physically moving Mango didn't stop anything, I'm not gonna put any blame on the ladies for playing nice and trying not to ruin everybody else's time. Others say, so this is sexual assault, by the way. Why are people laughing? You can't see Maya is so uncomfortable/nervous. Friendly reminder, Mango is trailer trash. Somebody says, that's my goat right there. And the way they kept playing it off like, no, he's a great dude. And how the fuck did Maya, the animal content creator, and Mango, the pro Melee player, end up at an event like this? Yard Boys being obsessed with this man will never not be extremely weird to me. And then what the heck kind of crossover, that's the one we just read. Somebody tags Ludwig right there. With another say, need to be canceled, and most men's humor is just sexual harassment. Damn, what y'all think about that one? Most men's humor is sexual harassment. And then I see Mango releasing a fucking apology right here saying, I hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumbass. I don't like having the drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment I think everybody is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anybody I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. That one has a little over 5,000 likes. And then Ludwig actually releases a video.
So if you guys don't know, there's a bunch of clips yesterday of Mango going around humping people. And I know this because I saw them all this morning. And I also, I think, was getting humped a lot myself. Now I'm going to say, I don't mind when Mango humps me because I know Mango. It was super weird if you watched any of the clips when he was humping people he doesn't know very well. And yeah, I feel like menace is like a cutesy term that we use with Mango. And it's like, nah, that's just harassment, bro. You can't be cutesy about about it. And so like, look, man, if you guys ever listen to me after an event, I'm pretty consistent. I always say my main goal at any event is that the people who are participating have a good time. Like that is like number one, the most important factor which determines a good event. People who show up have a good time. That's what I care about. And I dropped the ball yesterday. I mean, to be real, I dropped the ball because not only did people not have a good time, some people had like an explicitly bad time. Like they were uncomfortable, wanted to leave early, needed to leave early because they were just feeling uncomfortable, you know? And that's like ultimately my fault, right? That's on me. That's my event. That's my job to do that. So I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves event. Cause like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like the whole point of an event is like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now I see a lot of dialogue on like broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm just taking the action I can take, you know what I'm saying? And the action I can take is the events I control. So for my events, that's the game plan. I talked to Mango, and for what it's worth, he was very like accountable. He was like, I get it. You know, whatever you got to do, I you know, deserve it, really. So he gets it, which is good, because it's definitely not a fun conversation to have, especially hungover as shit, thrown up. But it's also important to do it, and important to do it quickly today, because like I don't want this to impact Master Baker. Like I don't want to be at Master Baker and it be awkward or weird. Now, you know, luckily I talked to everyone. Everyone seems good. It was more like, hey, it was weird. It was uncomfortable. I didn't want to be there, you know, so still doing that. Still probably gonna go to Adaps after and watch the NBA finals. But that was a big T. What happened? There's a bunch of clips, but the short of it is Mango was just harassing a bunch of people at the event, and it wasn't like, I mean, you could see the clips. It wasn't like with people he is familiar enough, like with a rapport, to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is a tough watch. There's a reason I'm not watching. It's not a fun watch. I've seen them. It's a ooh. So you guys can, you know, it's out there. It's easy to find. It's a hard watch for sure. And then I guess, you know, some people I see are like, oh, why'd you even invite him in the first place? This is our third BEERIO card event. You know, like we've done this twice before with Mango both times, and it wasn't a problem. So that was my expectation going into this. And I only think I was actually there for like one interaction with Emily, where Mango was like being in my thought in the moment too touchy. So I put a stop to that. But I didn't really like, you know, I was too locked in, I think, on like running the event, commentating, playing, to like keep track of that. And, you know, this is also, I saw some other complaints about BEERIO in the production quality. We're a way smaller team now, yo. We are a way smaller team now. This is not off-brand events, productions, where that shit is lock and key. Like we have a dozen total people staff. So the advantage is last year BEERIO cost $75,000, and you know we had 30 people running it. This year it costs $15,000, and we had 5 people running. So it's like it's gonna be a little different. Now, having said that, still no excuse for the like comfortability. Like that shouldn't be jeopardized, and I don't think necessarily was because we were shorter staffed. But anyway, that's it. That's the big sort of like ugly shit we got to talk about. A lot of people reached out who went to the event who had a good time, which is good. So I know some people had a good time, but like one person has a bad time, it's a failed event in my mind. So I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're making a YouTube video of this event now. Like I think I'll just throw it on Ludwig. I think it would just be hard to do it in a way that's not, you know what I mean? Like, cause there's like context to Mango having won twice that I would either have to like ignore or talk about, but then ignore, you know, so to me it's weird. So a bit of a bummer there. But thank you guys, because outside of that, it did go really well. Like
All right, so there you have it, man. I did see a lot of people in the chat saying W or thank you for taking responsibility. Other people were like, kind of like, oh, my bad. And just moving on, meaning you didn't really take responsibility, you know. If this man had just did that, like nothing else, he did nothing in the tournament, just that. No other allegations or no other harassments, just that, he would have a new fan right here on Button Check. That shit is hilarious. This fool was literally humping himself on a content creator. Oh my God, I guess she's a content creator, right? And she laughed, she thought it was hilarious. But anyway, unfortunately, that's just not what happened, okay? And then Ludwig doing his best to take responsibility and saying, I can't rock with the dude no more. I mean, he's still my friend, but he can't come to these no more. Before I even saw Ludwig make that statement, I was thinking he's gonna have to say that. If this was a private event, they could have squashed it privately, as long as everybody was cool with that. But because it was streamed and it was a public event, nah, you gotta do it publicly and you gotta do better. You gotta do right by the people, especially her, Maya. That's who the hell, I keep forgetting her name. All right, Kamehameha. So she was obviously offended. She obviously wasn't familiar with his game, you know, and she was like, what the fuck is this drunk asshole is humping the back of my head? Can we stop it? Because nobody seems to be stopping it. Matter of fact, they seem to be laughing about it. Now let's be real, FGC. We know most dudes watching this channel, or most people watching this channel, are dudes. It's like 95% or some crazy shit like that, men that check these buttons, all right? So let's talk men. We know, you know, that one comment said most men's humor is sexual harassment. I don't know about that shit. I think if that's your experience with men's humor, you need a new group of fucking friends, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, the guy locker room, grabbing asses, slapping each other's ass, you know, we do tend to get a little touchy-feely or, you know, calling each other bitch and all this other stuff. Yeah, we play a little hard. You know what I'm saying? We laugh a little hard. You know, and times where guys get drunk, they do shit like this. You see it a lot. Doesn't necessarily make it okay, especially when you don't know the person. Like Ludwig said, he was like, I'm okay with Mango humping me. He said, I'm okay. He humps me all the time, baby. That's how we roll. Okay, that's you. If that's how you like to roll, baby, then get humped. Hump away. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you me from personal experience, you know, with me and the homies, yeah, you know, you see shit like that every now and then, but you also see shit where you feel like crosses the line, even with the homies. And somebody will check somebody like, dude, fucking stop it, if I smack your ass or yada yada. Maybe they do smack their ass, or maybe they just not get invited anymore. I've had to do that. I've had to do that. You can fucking ask Dirty Low. We've both had to do that, where people that we know and love, once they get drunk, we're like, you're not drinking over here no more. You're not drinking over here no more, motherfucker. Like, we love you, we want to hang out with you, but never drunk again. Never drunk again, because you don't fucking listen. Nobody can talk to you. We have to babysit you. The whole night becomes about you. It literally becomes about you, and you ruin everybody's fucking buzz because now we're just worried about what the fuck you're gonna do and offend people that you don't know. You're not invited no more. We can't do that. Not drunk. We can't do that. So it's sad that it happens. It fucking happens. Mango apologized, but I guess it all comes down to Maya. It all comes down to how she feels. You know, if they're able to make it right with her, then it is what it is. You move accordingly and just don't have him back the next time. It is what it is. She was the main one, unless, like I said, there was more cases behind the scene. She, from what we saw, was the main one that was off-put. Like, what the fuck was this? This was completely inappropriate. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her to have to go through that with a guy she doesn't know, the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if they were buddies and shit like that, but they're clearly not. So anyway, looks like Ludwig's stepping forward, trying to accept responsibility. Mango's trying to, I guess, apologize in his own way as well. I noticed how Ludwig kind of made the statement saying, this is not me champion or anything like that, any further decisions, because basically he's trying to say, this has nothing to do with the Smash community. I'm not trying to say that any TOs out there or anybody else should ban him at all. This has nothing to do with that. This is just me and him in our personal event. So I'm out of that. I have nothing to say with that. Why? Because that's his homie. He doesn't want it to go any farther than what happened here. And granted, it probably shouldn't, because this has nothing to do with the fucking Smash community. You know what I'm saying? This was a private event. You know, I know some people online or on social media might feel different and might be like, no, ban them all together. Okay, I know that's what we do, right? That's what we do on social media. But unless it was an actual Smash event, I don't think there should be anything further, unless Maya wanted to take it upon herself to do something further. But anyway, I thought that was wild as hell. That just happened, I guess, last night. How y'all feeling? let me know. And that it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you're feeling. Thank you guys for tuning in one more time. Like I said, it is Sunday. It is late, but we are still here. I will see you tomorrow. We got a hot new week. We're going to end out this month, right? How many days we got left? I think it's till Saturday, right? Is it till Saturday? No, it's still, oh shit, never mind. Never mind, it's till next Monday. So we got a whole week left in this month. Either way, we're about to hit it hard, man. Appreciate the massive love. Into the AM, man. Their link is down below if you want to check them out. Their sale is happening for, I think, a week longer. I think like one more week longer for the 60 to 70% going on. So I'll definitely mention them again. Started yesterday, goes on to like the first week of July. Link down below, promo code, all that stuff. I think you can get up to 70 to 80% off depending on what you purchase. So definitely check it out. Appreciate the mad love. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.